Warning, warning, conspiracy theories ahead.
This should be good.
I'm not making any accusations, I'm not assuming anything, I'm just gonna talk about something that I noticed, and I wanna know also if anybody else in the community has noticed this. And I know this is just kind of clickbaity, and I know this isn't gonna be any kind of conclusive video, but I promised you my true transparent journey, and this is something that is on my mind and I wanna discuss with everybody in the comment section if you're up for it, so let's do that.
I'm out of here.
Okay, all of us want to increase our earnings, obviously. If you can do 500 reviews on Amazon and make X amount of money, what if you could take those 500 reviews and also upload them to the Canadian version of Amazon or the UK version of Amazon? Can you take those 500 reviews and then double your earnings by putting those same reviews on another platform? Obviously, this is something that a lot of us have done or a lot of us are talking about, and something that I wanted to test and I want to look into. So back in January, I actually opened a Canadian influencer account and started to look for some of the products in the US that were also available in Canada and started uploading some of my videos to that platform. And I just noticed something very strange, I guess you could say. I created my Canadian storefront on January 31st, and on February 1st, the very next day, my US storefront went down to $8.
Maybe you suck at it.
Now, if you've been following my journey, you'll know that a lot of days I'm in the $200 range. So to go from $200 down to $8 in a single day obviously makes me blink my eyes and wonder what has changed. And I guess it could be a lot of things. And obviously it might not have anything to do with the Canadian storefront.
Then don't mention it.
February itself is usually a bad month in general in my experience. I'm definitely seeing less earnings this month than I have in my better months in the US and on the associate side. I mean, February is usually a little bit of a crazy month. Also, Amazon has been testing things again. They've been pulling away carousels and putting them back and pulling influencer vids off the carousels, even though when it says there's 6 videos, you click on it and there's not 6 videos. The bottom carousels have been up and gone depending on what browsers you're looking at. It's all over the place. So it could be lots and lots of things. But I noticed a little blip on my radar and I started fishing around the forums and I found a lot of other people saying, hey, I opened up a Canadian influencer account and then all of a sudden my US account tanked down to 0.
Conspiracy theories.
So obviously this is something that other people are thinking about, other people are noticing, and I want to start a dialogue to see if this is something that we should be looking into. Do you think this is just a crazy blip, or do you think there's something to this? I've also seen people in the forum say that once you start on the Canadian influencer program, you need to make sure that all of your tax information is put in. One, because that's how you get paid, to make sure it's complete. But if it isn't complete, it's wreaking havoc with the reporting on the US side. If you haven't filled out all the forms correctly on the Canadian side, it can have an adverse effect on the US side.
I hope that's not true.
So again, I know this is like crazy conspiracy theory stuff and I really hesitated to do this. But one, I'm a sellout and I like doing videos. And two, I promised a true transparent journey and I want to know if anybody else is noticing this. Is this a fear that is on anybody else's mind? Did anybody else sign up for the Canadian influencer program recently and then see a drastic dip in their US commissions? And especially, did it happen maybe back in November or December when things were really cranking? Because January, February, it's a little bit harder to tell what the cause of those blips could be because January and February are always just a little bit smaller of months anyway. And there's been some crazy maneuvers to the video carousels. So let me know in the comments, please, if you are seeing this. Is there anything to this conspiracy theory? Has anybody else noticed a drop in commissions the day after they sign up for the Canadian program? Is anybody having really good results with the Canadian program to the point where who cares whether or not it hurts your US side because there's such a boost on the Canadian side? I mean, I want to know these things. I want to know what you guys are thinking. And please, if you don't mind putting that stuff in the comments, we can have an adult, intelligent discussion. Maybe.
Welcome to the internet.
And don't worry, obviously, I'm going to continue to investigate this and talk about this on the channel. I will let you know what I find. But as always, if you are interested in this kind of stuff, then please do all those things you're supposed to do to help the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one.
It's just clickbait.